Hi everybody. Glad that you could join me. It was nice to see you, and obviously it's nice to be seen. So, as I was walking through on the path there, this caught my eye, and obviously it's where the old woodpecker's been at it. And obviously he's made a nest in there, and it's got weak, and obviously it's broken off. But it's still really cool to come and look at things like this when you see them, because they're normally so high up that you don't really get a really good chance to have a look. So, it's a bit of a nature bonus there. But anyway, the reason I'm in the woods today is I thought that we could look at some charring punk wood. It's a bit like charring char cloth, but this is going to be wood instead. So it's another step on from what we were looking at before. But there's a few ingredients I need to get the job done. So join me in a minute. Okay, so what is punk wood and where can we find it? Well, anywhere that there are trees, generally there is punk wood. And what a punk wood is just where the tree itself has died and it started to decompose. And a good example is on here. This is some hazel. And if I just break this off easily with my hands, you can see it literally just breaks away like that. And it starts to become very absorbent when it's like that. And another good use of this was for the Haida Gwaii, the Inuit. They used to break silver birch up like this, put it into small pieces, and they used to put it into obviously their cradles of the young. And when they used to weigh it, used to absorb it, chuck it out and just replace it. And it's got other wonderful absorbent properties too, but that's obviously not what we want it for. We're going to char it obviously. So this is obviously not enough, so I've got to go around and see if I can find some better stuff. I want some better stuff than this, but this is a good example. Okay, this is great. This is a great example of the wood that we're trying to look for. See that? It's completely gone. This is brilliant punk wood. We'll take some of that with us. Oh, this is perfect. Okay, so we'll take that with us. Take a bit more. It wants to be really soft, really soft. Oh, brilliant. That'll do. So we've got some punk wood. What I normally do is carry a Ziploc bag and just stick it in a Ziploc bag. Because normally, yesterday and this morning it was raining, so this is obviously a little bit damp. Get a little Ziploc bag, put all your bits in there. Brilliant idea. Then you stick it in your pocket, not worry about it. Little places like this are out of the way. Brilliant source, look at that. Even though it's been raining, this does pretty dry, so that'd be brilliant. We'll take some of that. Wow, looks like someone else has been doing some shuttle building. Maybe I've got some stuff competition out there. Not done very well though. So, to turn punk wood into charred punk wood, we have to go through the same process as we did with the char cloth. So, if you haven't seen the char cloth video, I would highly recommend you go and watch that one and then come back to this one. If you haven't, don't worry, you'll soon pick it up. It's really straightforward. But the difference is we got punk wood instead of cotton cloth. So again, same principle, really easy. So what we need to do is get a little fire going, and I'm going to use my little bush box as, instead of sort of having a big fire. and then we'll get the process going. So let's get on with it. Okay, so we're going to take our punk wood, we're going to stick it in a metal tin, make sure it's not aluminium or aluminum, or else we're just melting in the fire. We're going to take some of this, put them in our tin there. Again, same process as the char cloth. Okay, there's a variety of different woods in there. There's a bit of pine in there, there's a bit of oak in there, and there's also a bit of hazel in there. So what we do is we'll put our lid on, making sure that we've got a hole in the middle there, because that's where our smoke's going to come out. We'll pop it on the fire, keep an eye on it, drink our tea, then we'll come back to it. Right, so the smoke is sort of slowing down a bit, which is good. So all I'm going to do is bung this hole up with a little stick. Get my gloves, take it off the fire. We'll let it cool down. It's burning the stick. Obviously we don't want to open it yet, because if we open it, then the char punk wood will obviously catch light. That'll be no good to us, so we'll just leave it like this for a while. Okay, see you in a minute when it cools down. Right, so it's cooled down now. I broke the stick off there trying to get it out, it's not come out. Let's open her up and just see what we got inside it. Hopefully there won't be a pile of ashes. Wow, yeah, we got a bit there. So that's pretty good. This bit obviously needed a bit longer. That's pretty cool. Okay, cool. So what we want to do then is get a flint and steel. Let's take a piece of that there. stick it on the top. So what we want to do for flint and steel is, instead of where you would put the char cloth on your flint like we did before and go that way, you've got to do it the other way. You've got to hold the flint in one hand, and obviously hold the because it's going to be in reverse, so we hold the steel in one hand and we're going to hold the flint in the other. What we do is the steel stays exactly where it is, it doesn't move. It's a flint that moves each time, because what we want to do, the spark has got to travel down, where if we do it the other way, the spark tends to want to travel up. So let's get this go. Yep, it's glowing. This is quite, because it's quite bright here, but you can see, if you can see, it's starting to go. That was quite easy, so it didn't take very long. And all you have to do then is just put that into your tinder bundle, and away she'll go. It's just like charcoal really for your barbecues at home, and that's all it is really. Sort of shade it there, you can see it burning away, look. Amazing. And that's how easy it is to make charred punk wood. And the great advantage about that is that you don't have to worry about getting a cotton t-shirt, cotton tea towel. It's already out there in the woods, and it can be slightly damp, because obviously putting it on the fire, the damp will obviously dry out of it or be forced out. Isn't that amazing? Wow, that's a lot of heat coming off there. You put that in with your charcoal itself, that will go off quite well. And that's just exactly like the char cloth. It went off with the vaguest of sparks. And you could do this around a campfire at night. You could, you know, just do it when you literally, I mean, what I like about that bush box is that it's very universal. So you can do little projects like this in the back garden. Wow, it's going already, look. So there you have it. That was charred punk wood. That was so easy to do, and what's really fun about that and good about that is that it's really easy. Anybody can do it. I mean, but I've done a few videos now where I'm hoping that you're starting to open your eyes to what's in the woodland around you when you go into the woods, because the biggest thing that was taught to me, and hopefully you're starting to sort of see it now, is that when you go into any environment, you're starting to see not just woodland and hearing birds and seeing plants and whatever, you're starting to look at things in a way that, how can these things help me out, make me feel comfortable, make it more homely wherever I am. And by start seeing beyond the trees, beyond the plants, and start looking at stuff as how you can use that to start fires, to eat. I mean, there's cordage, I mean, there's so many different things. There's the bow drill, the hand drill, all that stuff is out in the wilderness. It's all out there. And so my thing to you, I know I waffle on a lot, is to go out there in the woods and start seeing things. Start saying to yourself, okay, what can I use that for? Okay, dead punk wood, yes, I can use that. Or, you know, a nice piece of dead standing willow, yes, that's a bow drill. You know, and you start sort of seeing things that slowly over time starts to become your repertoire of stuff that you start to know. But you really does help if you just start looking beyond what you're just seeing with your eyes. Start seeing, you know, like I know that bluebell bulbs are really good for glue, though I would never dig them up because, you know, it's illegal to, unless it's private land, which normally I am on private land, but I don't want to do that. So right, so I'll stop waffling on, but hopefully that was a good one. Hopefully that was a nice one, because it is a continuation of fire, and with fire there's just so much to cover, and I know I've covered quite a lot of it already, but there's still a lot more to do. And hopefully you're going to do this and hopefully make it fun, because that's why we're doing it, because it's fun and we're learning at the same time. So with that said, if you've got any questions about this or any other video, drop me a link, message me, ask me a question, I don't mind at all. Tell your friends, tell your family, anybody really. But this is a real eye-opener to, hopefully you'll start looking beyond, like I say, just the plants and the trees and the birds and everything else. Try, because that way when you're going into environment, you're ready for it. You're ready at whatever gets thrown at you. So like, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Don't forget, get out there, do some bushcraft, and keep your eyes open. You never know. You never know. Everything in the environment has got a use. It's just knowing what it's for. So guys, take it easy. I'll see you on the next one.